wore a really cute little uniform. Any Catholics out there? What did you give up for Lent? That's what I thought. What about you? All right, well, I'm a better Catholic than both of you, so I gave up for Lent 2 things. First thing, my now ex-boyfriend. Second thing, weed. The second thing, weed, is actually really hard for me. But the first thing, pretty easy. You know, when I'm kind of having moments like, oh, I kind of miss him. You know, I think about him saying things like, you know, if you relax and we use lube, you might actually like it. Nothing against anal, you know, if you're into that, but you don't really want someone pushing their finger in that direction, if you know what I mean. But the other thing, weed is it's really hard. Do I look like a stoner to you guys? Yeah. All right, a loaded question, but you know, for me it was like wake up, smoke some weed, lunchtime, digestive, 2 o'clock, close enough to 4:20, and you know, when things I didn't want to do, smoke some weed. Doctor's appointments I was dreading, smoke some weed. And yeah, that was all going well until I ended up taking off my pants, looking for some stirrups, and in walks the dentist. Pretty awkward. Yeah, so I mean, Lent is like a pretty interesting thing, I feel like, you know. Part of Lent is also abstaining. I think mostly it's from meat. So like no meat, no sex, not smoking. What could be more Christian, am I right? Yeah, I mean, what's better than just eating fish on Fridays and masturbating? Yeah, so I mean, I feel like it's a really great time to be a Catholic. You know, Jesus, everything, Lent, March kind of sucks. I think I read that Lent is like a bright sadness. So I'm kind of like leaning into this, you know, being in the desert here in Santa Fe, walking around looking for food after 9:30. It's like, you know, basically I'm Jesus. And forget your water bottle at home, it's fucking Jerusalem. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, I kind of wonder. So, okay, so these 40 days, Jesus was in the desert, fasting. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, you know, what was he thinking? Like, 40 days in the desert, you know, did he think just, I'm the son of God, it's going to rain bread, like, my boy God is going to, like, help me out. But I guess it worked out for him until Pontius Pilate came and, you know, the rest is history, so they say. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, so with the weed thing, you know, it's been hard, I'm not going to lie. Then the first thing I did was get rid of all my actual bud. But I left the edibles around for whatever reason, and I just never thought that the devil would tempt me with gummy bears. But there he is, in my car, you know, in my room, like, everywhere, there's the devil. Just got to ward him off with my piousness. So yeah, I was raised Catholic. My mom is very religious. She recently gifted me a Jesus Calling book. Which of my own accord I read every night before bed as I say my prayers. I don't know. It's interesting though, because this like Jesus language, it sounds very much like kind of like the spiritualists you might find like in Taos or like kind of wandering around here. It's like, you know, trust me, like close your eyes and trust my thing. Like, what are you, like my abusive father or something? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so I mean like, Lent is here, I'm not having sex, I'm not smoking weed, feeling very pious, and yeah, you know, Jesus take the weed. Yeah, so that's all I got. Thanks for listening.
Great job, Georgie. Give it up for Georgie one more